For those of you that don't know my story, over 2 years ago, I made a YouTube video all about me using castor oil for 30 days and how it actually changed my life. So then I continued to fall deeper and deeper into love with castor oil, using it in so many unique ways. And then fast forward to now, I have literally created my own brand of castor oil called Third Layer. But I made an even better version of it by adding 3 additional ingredients: frankincense, magnesium salt, and hibiscus extract to make this work better and faster. And yes, this still is mainly castor oil that is 100% organic, cold pressed, hexane free, extra virgin, and it is in a dark glass bottle, no plastic components whatsoever. So if you do want to try this, I will have it linked down below in the description box and also pinned in the top comment along with our bundle deal. So this is my other product, the Day Spray. It is a functional fragrance that's going to replace your toxic perfumes. But there's a few other tricks on how to use this that I want to share in this video. So if you do get the bundle, you will save money, but you can also use my code SHAY15 to get 15% off site-wide. Okay, so we're actually gonna start here in the bathroom. I wanna share ways you can use this for beauty and for your hair, and then we're gonna move all around. I wanna talk about body skincare, pain and inflammation, that is a big one, and then health and detox. Make sure you watch that section. And then I'm gonna end with household and practical uses. And throughout the video, I'll also be inserting real emails and comments and reviews of these products to prove that they really are helping people. It's one thing to listen to me, but sometimes it's even better to hear other people's experiences. And so if you've had a positive experience with our night oil or any castor oil in general, please put it down in the comments section. I want this to be a resource for people for years to come to scroll through the comments and just get ideas of all the ways you can use this and how it could really legitimately change your life. So the first way you can use our night oil is on your face and down your neck. It is literally the only skincare that I use, and it really helps to reduce fine lines and wrinkles. I put a thin layer on my skin every night before bed. It is so hydrating, it feels amazing, it smells amazing because of that frankincense, which that's intentional because frankincense is fabulous at fading blemishes. So that could be any type of pigmentation, it could be age spots and sunspots, even rosacea. This review says, I suffer with rosacea and this is the only topical oil that really helps with the inflammation and redness. And then this review says, I love this oil. I've been using plain castor oil, but this is so much better. I had a couple of age spots on my face, and in just a few weeks of using this oil, they're almost gone. Now, if you struggle with dark circles under your eyes, this will really help with that too. That was actually one of the first things a very close and dear friend told me about this product. But let's actually talk about acne, because castor oil is very antibacterial and antifungal. It really fights off the Staphylococcus aureus, which is the main strain of acne. So if you know somebody that struggles with acne, this could really help them. And then because castor oil breaks down tissues, you can also apply this to reduce acne scarring. Now, another thing about castor oil is it penetrates and goes deep into the skin. That's why we named our brand Third Layer. It's going to penetrate the 3 main layers of your skin. So what you can actually do is take our night oil and actually mix it in with your favorite skincare that you already have, and this will actually push those products deeper into your skin and make them work better. Now, every night when I'm applying this to my face, I take whatever's left over and I always apply it to my eyelashes. So it actually makes your hair follicles grow in longer and thicker, so you can apply it to your eyelashes. In about 3 to 4 weeks, you'll notice a difference, and then you can also put it on your eyebrows to again increase the thickness. This review says, creases around my eyes and lips are softening and my eyebrows are growing in thicker. Now, if you do struggle with dry eyes, you can also take this night oil and put it all around your eyes on your eyelids, and again, it penetrates that. It really helps to reduce any burning or stinging. It feels amazing and it really moisturizes. And then this also really helps with styes on the eye and pink eye. So I actually had a sty a while back. I might have a photo of it. It didn't get as big as it could have because I put this on pretty quickly, and the next day it was so much better. And then I did mention this in a previous video, but Josh had a bad bout of pink eye and it was going on and on and on. Nothing was helping. And then we put castor oil. At this point, I hadn't developed this yet, but we put castor oil on his pink eye, and the next day it started to improve. You could also use this on your lips for hydration and gloss. You could even get the cheap applicators on Amazon and fill this up with our product. I mean, look how pretty it is on the lips. And I do just want to clarify, castor oil pulls out toxins. And so that's why you never want to store it in a plastic bottle. bottle. So if I ever come out with a castor oil lip product, it's definitely gonna be in a glass container. Now let's talk about hair. So you can also use our night oil on your hair as a hair oil, but really concentrating it on the ends of your hair to help with split ends. And then that leads me to our day spray, which can also be used as a hair oil. That wasn't even the plan. I actually got this text message from my mom last week and she said, "You'll probably think this is weird, but a little while ago, I put the day spray in my hair. I think it's going to be my go-to hair product now." So this really is meant for your body. It is a dry oil that absorbs quickly and it has 7 specific and intentional ingredients that will give you an energy boost. It also does help with detox, but it also replaces your toxic perfumes. It smells kind of like vanilla, but also sandalwood. It's kind of woodsy, but slightly sweet, but it's an amazing freaking hair oil. So you should try that if you get this. I mean, you just put 1 to 2 squirts, rub it in. I mean, you could see the before of my hair. It was looking a little dry. Put it through your hair and it really spruced up my hair and made it look so much better in a few seconds. And also because this has such a good scent, when you walk by somebody, you smell so good. And then you could also use our night oil or the day spray on your nails and cuticles for hydration and strength. And I do just want to clarify, this day spray does not smell overwhelming. It smells real, it smells natural, it smells unique. Most people say that it smells really good, but they haven't really smelled anything like it before, which I take as a compliment. Okay, so we're back up here for the body skincare section. So castor oil is very well known to remove skin tags, moles, warts, calluses. I did this with a callus on my pinky toe. You just need to put the castor oil on the area, put a Band-Aid over top of it, be pretty consistent with it, and this worked for me in a couple weeks. So then I got this comment from Kimberly. She says, "Shay, I wanted to let you know that other castor oil did not remove my skin tags from my inner armpit. However, your 3rd layer took them all away. I love your castor oil so much better because it is easier to apply as well. I am only purchasing yours from now on." And then here's an email that we received in our customer service email account. She didn't want it to be in the public comments, so I like removed her name. But she says, "This review is a little different. I had a mole on my face. Within weeks, it was growing noticeably, and she wanted to try this before doing like the biopsy and all of that," which again, you guys just do whatever you think is best. But she says that in September, she mixed my night oil with the organic turmeric powder and applied it to that mole every night. With literally within 2 weeks, the mole started drying up and completely fell off. She says, "I don't even have a spot anymore where the mole was, even though it had been on my face for years before it started to grow." Now, because castor oil really breaks things up in a natural way, you could put it on your thighs or really anywhere on your body to break up cellulite. Now, just keep in mind, after you apply the castor oil, you'll probably have to either wrap it, which I can get to that later on in the video, or you could just have some old clothes that you don't care about, maybe a cotton t-shirt or some old sweatpants, and you could just put that on. You can also use it on stretch marks and scars on your body to promote healing and reduce the appearance. You can also use castor oil for crepey skin, whether it be on your face or anywhere on your body, or our day spray. I wanted to show you this review we got. This smells absolutely incredible, she says. "I stopped using any other scent. I noticed a huge difference in my crepey skin in my inner arms. I will not stop using this." Now, if you're somebody that suffers with psoriasis or eczema, you should try putting this on those areas because this will help soothe the irritation. And then if you get a sunburn, put this on your sunburns. The castor oil and the frankincense in this are great for cellular repair and repairing that damaged tissue. And then likewise, a lot of people like to use this as a replacement for their lotion. It is healthier, it's better, but I actually like to use our day spray better for that because this is a dry oil. This is a bit thicker by nature, but this is very dry. It absorbs really quickly. It's not greasy. And a lot of people, myself included, love using this after the shower. Okay, this next thing I demonstrated on my face, but you could use it anywhere on your body, especially in the shower. But you can take the night oil and then you can have your coffee grounds, maybe from this morning, and mix it together to create a paste. And it is such an amazing exfoliant. I love it on my skin. It makes my skin so incredibly smooth. But if you feel like you have dry legs or you just want to use it as a body scrub, you can use it in the shower. Now let's move to our feet real quick. And I will talk about this more later in regards to sleep. But if you do have dry, cracked heels, you can put our night oil on the bottoms of your heels before bed and then put a gel heel sock over top. I can link these below. Basically, they're like a sock that has a gel silicone lining on it so that it keeps the night oil in place so that it can fully absorb into your skin and really deeply moisturize. And then this one's kind of gross, but if you do have athlete's foot or nail fungus. Castor oil by nature, again, is antibacterial, but also antifungal. So you can put it on that area and it really helps with that. Okay, so now we're in the pain and inflammation category, which I think could be one of the most important sections, although wait till we get to detox. So you can actually take our night oil and rub it into any areas on your body that have chronic pain and inflammation. So that could be your knee, your upper back, your lower back, your neck, your shoulders, your feet. Castor oil is very well known for helping inflammation, but our formula also has hibiscus extract, which is amazing for chronic inflammation. So Josh loves using this on his knee. He also puts it on his shoulder. He's been having Achilles tendon issues. He'll put it there. I want to read this email that I personally got, and this was when we actually went out of stock the first time we launched. She said, "When will the night oil be back in stock? I'm disabled and I haven't been able to walk for a few months. I rub that oil all over my lower back and legs and it's a miracle. I sleep through the night without pain, and in the morning, I'm able to do more walking and standing until I get more pain. But it's a very pleasant break from the excruciating pain. Please bring it back ASAP. I cannot run out." I was ready to send her my own half-used bottle, but then there's this review. She says that the first night she used the night oil on her painful knee and lower back, she was amazed at no pain in the morning. Her sister also tried the same results. And then I also screenshot this review about pain. So a mother bought it for her daughter who's actually a dancer. She's always been skeptical about stuff, but she convinced the daughter to try it on her neck. And when she woke up, there was zero neck pain. Another way a lot of customers like to use our night oil is for their sciatic nerve pain. That also helps with relief. If you have a headache, you can also rub this into the temples on your head and your forehead. Depending on what kind of headache you have, it might either take it away completely or at least take the edge off. And then if you suffer from TMJ, you should try rubbing this around your jawline. And then tinnitus, like that is a similar area, but a completely different ailment. You can actually take this and rub it around your ears, like in the front and the back, and it can really help with that. If you have arthritis or tendonitis anywhere, rub this in that area. We actually have a kind of distant family friend that reached out to me, and she was raving about how this really helped her arthritis in her hands. And then likewise, carpal tunnel. If you have carpal tunnel or you're worried you're developing it, you can rub it on your wrist. I didn't screenshot the review, but I definitely saw somebody use it for that. And then you can also use our night oil for plantar fasciitis. And that was actually one of the things that blew me away in the first 30 days of me using castor oil for the first time, because I was really struggling with plantar fasciitis for about 9 or 10 months and nothing was really making it better. And so I started putting this on the bottoms of my heels before bed, again, covering it. And within a week, I was waking up and I was like just walking to the bathroom with no pain. And then by week 2, it was completely gone. This can also be wonderful for varicose veins. Now, I'm not saying it's gonna completely miraculously take them away, but again, it's going to reduce the inflammation, making you feel better and look better. And then we're gonna get into more of this next, but if you rub this onto your lower abdomen, this can actually really relieve menstrual cramps. It can help with PCOS. It can help with estrogen dominance. It can help, balance your hormones. So let's just jump into all of the amazing health and detoxification benefits of castor oil or my night oil. The number one main way the majority of people actually use castor oil is on their abdomen and their liver for detox. So castor oil pulls out toxins, it penetrates super, super deep and it does a full body detox. You can also create a liver detox pack. I can link down below what you would need for that. You could either get stuff that you already have around the house, or you could buy an organic cotton cloth pack, which is what I did. You can cut it up into whatever size you want. You want to pour this night oil into a glass container and really saturate a piece of cotton cloth. Then you're going to put that cloth over top of your liver, and then you can get a wrap. I can link the wrap that I have down below. You just cover it, and then you can put a t-shirt over top, and you actually can leave it there for an hour or two, or you could go to bed. But you definitely want to do this for a longer period of time. You can even put a heating pad to push it in deeper, but this is called a liver detox pack, and it truly detoxifies your whole body. If you do end up trying that, I would suggest doing it once every few days just to kind of monitor how you're feeling, working up to doing it every single day for about a week or two, and then only doing it on an as-needed basis. Detoxifying just makes your body work better, it makes you feel better, it makes you feel less tired, more energized, and then you could also try oil navaling or navel oiling. That's actually been used medicinally for centuries. So you can actually pour this into your belly button. When you were a little baby inside your mother's womb, there was the umbilical cord that connected you to her. And then that was like the way, you could get nutrients through your whole body. So the same goes for this. You can actually put it in your belly button. It helps with hormonal balance, like we already talked about, but it kind of pushes it into your whole body. Now, when I do that, I also rub some, again, on my lower abdomen, and the night oil, castor oil, can help with constipation. It can really help with digestion and bloating. Now, with the constipation thing, it's not gonna be this scary thing. It's gonna be a very gentle response that you'll notice in the morning. But going back to those castor oil packs, I've actually read quite a few stories and testimonials of people using castor oil packs on their lower abdomen when they're trying to conceive. So if you know somebody that is trying to conceive, they actually create, again, a castor oil pack, and they only use it for the first 14 days of their cycle. They would start on day 1, go all the way up to day 14 or 15. And it's not gonna hurt anything to at least try. And I've read so many success stories about that. And then continuing on with the detoxification, I really encourage you guys to try the night oil on any area of your body that has lymph nodes. So that could be your neck, it could be your underarms, it could be your groin. I also screenshot this review that says, I suffer from lymph nodes in my neck and it can be very painful at times. I decided to buy the night oil and I have to say it worked for me with the inflammation. It's gone down and my neck doesn't feel stiff anymore. So this really boosts lymphatic drainage, which is so important. It's crucial. And that's really another reason why I like to put it down my neck. Like, yes, it helps with the wrinkles on my neck, but it also helps the lymph nodes. Now, throughout this video, I've talked about putting this on the bottoms of your feet for different reasons, but the main reason I love putting it on the bottoms of my feet before bed is because of the added magnesium that's in this. So we source the magnesium from the Zechstein sea, which is the purest form of magnesium. It's going to really calm you, calm your nervous system. It's going to relax you, and it's going to help you sleep better and deeper. And so again, here is a comment from Jody. She says, I use the night oil on my feet and I have never slept better. I've been diagnosed with an anxiety disorder, and for years I've had to use Xanax and then CBD gummies to sleep. I sleep way better with this, period. And then if my kids have a lingering cough, maybe a deep cough, this will break up that mucus. So before bed, you could rub this on their chest. You could even add maybe some extra essential oils like peppermint to help them breathe better. Then you can, again, put on like a t-shirt that they don't care about. You could even put a heating pad over top of it to make it work better, but this will break up that mucus and really clear out the congestion. Now, the next few ways are truly insane. I have to be careful with what I say, how I say it. I am not a doctor. Don't take this as medical advice. You make your own medical decisions. But my mom has used this to shrink her massive thyroid nodule. So this is a photo of what it used to look like. It was this big ball on her thyroid. It was there for like a decade or more. And about 2 years ago, I told her to start putting castor oil on it. So that's what she did. And she was able to reduce it by like 50%. And then it kind of just stopped. It was smaller, but it was still there. And then fast forward to my product coming out, she started using this every single night and was able to shrink it to the point where she can kind of still feel it, but you can't see it at all. Maybe you suffer from kidney stones. This could help dissolve the kidney stones. You would just rub this on your lower back above your kidneys, or maybe you struggle with ovarian cysts or fibroids. Again, you could put this on your lower abdomen and it could help break that up. Or maybe there's a cyst somewhere else on your body, or maybe your chest. Maybe there's a scary lump or bump. Hopefully you know what I'm trying to say. You could try putting this in that area every single day, very consistently, and it could help to break it up and dissolve it. Come back to this video in a few months and I guarantee you there's gonna be testimonials down below in the comments from people using castor oil to dissolve cysts and bone spurs and different lumps and bumps. So now we're on to some household and practical ways that you can use castor oil. This is so weird and random, but it works. You can actually use this to polish shoes. So here is a pair of Josh's old shoes. They're looking kind of dingy and old and dry. And so I took one shoe and use this to just polish it up, and you can really see a big before and after. And then you can also use castor oil to polish wooden furniture. I would say use your discretion with this. Maybe start off in a smaller, less noticeable area, but it does work really well. And then you can also use this on any squeaky tools or even door hinges. Like I had a bathroom door that every time I opened it, it squeaked, and I just put a little bit of this on a paper towel, just rubbed it over the hinges, and it was good as new. Now I probably should have put this next one in the body care section, but it's honestly just a really good household trick. So this night oil is wonderful on bug bites, whether they be mosquito bites or like, you know what they look like where you've been stung, or maybe they inject saliva, it's like raised and elevated. So you can put this on that area. And again, the castor oil, the hibiscus extract, the frankincense, like it pulls out the bad stuff and it really makes it feel better. It soothes it. It helps to reduce the itchiness. It's really good for that too. But that's 50 ways that you can use our night oil. And then don't forget about our day spray. You can get this as a bundle deal and save money. I'll have everything linked down below. And don't forget to use my special promo code. It is Shay15 and that'll work for 15% off site-wide. And don't forget, if you've had any experience with castor oil, put it down below in the comments. I just want people to read those comments and realize like, I'm not just making this stuff up. Like these products really could positively impact your life in so many ways. So if you do end up ordering anything, I do just want to say thank you. I am so proud of what we have created. If you're new, maybe you haven't subscribed, I would love to have you back, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.